Welcome back, friends, to the Castro Valley News live show. My name is Roberto. This is the live show that we do Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Let's jump right into the roll call. Good evening to Cali Life. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I see there's 11 people out there. But good evening, Bob. Bob is at the sports desk. Bob says, good evening. A's 4, Dodgers 0, middle of the third inning. Bob, welcome to the show. Cali Life, thumbs up right back to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And again, one more time, my name is Roberto. This is the Castro Valley News live show. This is a live show that we do Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. It is, whoa. Oh, Eric, welcome to the show. Welcome back, Eric. Eric has been gone a couple shows, and Eric is back. And Eric is gracious enough to send 50 stars. Thank you, Eric, and welcome back. Kathy is in the house. Hope you're doing well, Kathy. Good evening. Right back at you, Eric. So I see that there's 15 people listening, and for good evening, Christy. Hey, Christy, how are you? I hope you're doing well, Christy. It's been a minute. Christy has not been on the show for a minute. I haven't seen Christy for a long time. Christy, it's good to see you. And if you are listening and you would like a shout out, this is something that we do. We start off every show with something called the roll call. It is the way that we kind of get to know who else is out here. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Ibrahim? Welcome to the show. Ibrahim has a perplexed icon that he emoji that he posted. Dennis is in the house. Dennis just sent 200 stars. Dennis has sent stars 15 weeks in a row. Good evening, Vicky. Hope you're doing well. Mom is in the house. That's okay. Everyone, Mom is saying hello to everyone. She just texted in. Hope everyone is doing well. And Abraham, good evening to you. Janella's in the house. Welcome to the show, Janella. Janella just sent 200 stars. Janella has sent stars 14 weeks in a row. And Ross just sent 50 stars. Ross has sent stars 5 weeks in a row. Kathy just sent 200 stars. Thank you so much to Kathy, Ross, Janella, Dennis, and Eric so far. And Paulette just sent 500 stars. Thank you so much, Paulette. Paulette has sent stars 14 weeks in a row. Cole is in the house. Welcome to the show, Cole. And we do have a new person, I believe, and I don't want to pronounce their name incorrect. Ibrahim? Welcome to the show, Ibrahim. Oh man, I just totally pronounced your name incorrectly, but welcome to the show. I want to make sure. Cali Life says hello to Mom. Ross says hi, Mom. Eric says hi, Mom. Kathy says hello. Kathy spelled it right, but I can't. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. Is it Abraham? Ibrahim. Please, someone help me with the pronunciation of that unique name. Don is in the house. Don is listening and viewing from Kansas. So I am pleased as punch that Don is here. I'm always happy that Don is here. Janella just posted the GoFundMe to support Portales. Yes, there you go. When it comes to Portales, I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, and thank you for posting that, Janella. The Alameda County Sheriffs worked with the property owners of Portales, and thankfully they installed some security cameras. So if and when this actually happened, another window is broken in the future, there is some security happening. There's some cameras there to capture that on video. Christy, thank you so much. Christy just sent 50 stars. Christy, you are awesome, but you know that. And thank you so much for the 50 stars. Christy, we need to catch up soon. It's been a long time since I have seen you and talked to you. Eric says, I think the I is pronounced E in Ibrahim. So it's Ibrahim. Oh, my friend, I apologize because I am mispronouncing your name so many terrible ways. But Ibrahim is new to the show, and I am glad that that person has joined us tonight. Janella says $5 goes a long way. Please help if you can. Support local. Janella, when it comes to the GoFundMe for Portales, I think there's two other ones as well that I've seen circulating so far. But then again, definitely a little help goes a long way when it comes to Rosa and Gustavo, who their window was broke a couple times. And it sucks. Christy says, yes, we need to catch up. She is always at Aaron's Art Studio. Shout out to Aaron's Art Studio in the Village. There you go. Vicky says she is out here in Livermore and enjoy the podcast. To her friends that live in Castro Valley. She lived here for a while, for a time here too. David says that he ate dinner at Portales last week and mentioned Castro Valley News. Thank you so much, David. And I got rushed reading Vicky's message, and I apologize. Vicky says she is in Livermore, enjoys the podcast. To her friends that live in Castro Valley, and she lived here for a short time. Great place. Yes, thank you so much, Vicky. Unfortunate that you don't live here, and come and visit us any chance you get. Our moderator said, welcome, Ibrahim. I think I got it right that time. I think it's Ibrahim. Ibrahim, I am sorry I mangled your name so many times. There you go. Don. Shout out to Classy Canine Wiggle Rumps next door to One Apple Records. Bob is tagging Joe and Steph. Thank you, Bob. So if you're new to the show, again, my name is Roberto. This is the Castro Valley News live show. It's a cool thing that we didn't just start. We've done this for a while. This is episode 117. This is wild that we are this. It blows my mind that we've done 117 of these. I'm just trying to mentally digest the fact that this is episode 117. Crazy. If you are listening, we start off each episode with something that we call the roll call. It's a way for folks who are listening to get to know each other, for me to know who's listening. If you post up, Don says every show is like a brand new show. Yes, it is. Thank you, Don. Where is Michael? I've been checking my messages to see, because I think I started the show like a minute late, and usually I get a message from Michael letting me know that I'm late. Hey friends, Dustin is in the house. Dustin, glad that you can join us. I hope that everything is going well for you tonight as well, Dustin. Thank you for joining us. Let's just jump into the show. Later on, there's a topic that I want to bring up that I know Dawn is interested in, because I've been texting Dawn about this on and off for quite a while. ever since it happened. And we've been sharing quite a few thoughts and emotions and feelings about this topic. You can probably guess what we're going to be discussing later on in the show. But with that said, let's get to something else. The folks at Castro Valley High School softball are doing a flocking fundraiser, and our moderator has a link that's it's there you go. Yes, Don says pinky up. There's a link on Instagram that leads you to the order form, and this is actually cool. It's an order form where you can order. Dustin says, I apologize, but I'm not going to be able to stay on long tonight. Stepmom passed away this morning, so still kind of in shock, but saw the notification that you were live. Dustin, I am so sorry for your family's loss. I wish I could say something that would help. Oh, yes, thank you, moderator. Just posted the link to Instagram for the community fundraiser. Dustin, sending you a virtual hug, my friend. I hope that your family can get through this tough time. Words fail when it comes to a loss in the family, and I know that firsthand because I lost my uncle. I think it was last year, and it's tough. Kathy says, so sorry for you guys right now, Dustin. You're welcome, Dustin. Like I said, I'm literally at a loss for words, especially if you just found out this morning. Don says, sorry, Dustin. Man, it's tough, and it's that shock. I know what that shock feels like. When I heard that my uncle had passed, I was just like, not that guy, not that guy that I have so many. There you go. Michael's in the house. Welcome to the show, Michael. When I say how many times I was dunked on Saturday, you know who came close. I do. That was Tiffany, and Tiffany guessed it correct. That was 8. Dustin, I just want to circle back. I'm really sorry. Let me know. Hit me up if there's anything I can do to help you. If you need an ear to listen to, or, I'm here. You know how to reach me. All I can say is best to you and your family. Stay strong during this troubling time. And I'm glad that you joined us for the short amount of time that you did, given the circumstances. Dustin, you're awesome, and I appreciate your presence here. And again, best to you and your family. Don says, Misty from Class T K9 Wiggle Rumps is on right now. Hey, Misty, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Love your shop. I saw your van. It looks amazing. Shout out to, there you go. Shout out to Misty. Misty is in the house, and Misty says, hello, everyone. Shout out to Don. Thank you. Misty is new to the show, so I think we all need to welcome Misty to the show. Welcome to the show, Misty. You're welcome, Misty. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you finally joined us. We love new people on the show, and what happens when there are new people on the show, we give a collective mass shout out to Misty. So Don is saying hello to Misty. Kathy says hello, Misty. Bob says welcome, Misty. Michael says it was not 8, it was 12 times with me calling everyone chicken. So Michael was dunked in the tank last week 12 times. Ross says, welcome, Misty. Dennis says, hola, Misty. Welcome to the show, Misty. That is from me. Another one. Eric says, hey, Misty. There you go. And while I'm waiting for other people to give Misty the shout outs that are probably coming, Don says, Misty saved a dog from getting hit by a car the other day. She is a canine hero. Thank you, Misty. So getting back to the flock a friend fundraiser. This is actually really cool. Castro Valley High School softball did this. David says, "Welcome, Misty. This is so sweet. I'm blushing." Oh, no. Sorry. David says, "Welcome, Misty. What was that, a dog store you own?" Misty owns Classy Canine Dog Grooming on the boulevard right next to One Bad Apple, which is across the street from Pete's Ace Hardware. And I got those two comments mixed up because they came in at the same time. But Misty says, "Thank you, everyone. This is so sweet. I'm blushing." Misty, you are awesome. And thank you for joining us. Just Jean is in the house. And Just Jean says, "Hello, everyone. I'm late but happy to be here. Hello, Roberto. Hello, Hank. Hello, Mom. Hi, any newbies I missed." Tiffany is in the house. Welcome to the show, Tiffany. So glad you can join us. Aaron is in the house as well. And Tiffany just sent 100 stars. Tiffany has sent stars 16 weeks in a row. Tiffany is the queen of stars. If you're not familiar with the stars thing, there is an icon you can click right here. You purchase stars and you send them to your favorite live content creators on Facebook. Hopefully that's us. So thank you again, Tiffany, for the 100 stars. And there you go. Our moderator found the link to Classy Canine's Wiggle Rumps Facebook page. It's right there in the comments, whichever way I'm pointing, I hope is correct. So Misty, thank you for joining us. Aaron is in the house. Aaron just sent 100 stars. Thank you so much, Aaron. And Aaron is the king of the Midway Giveaway. He's won like a bazillion times. It's amazing. Aaron knows his stuff. I'm impressed. Aaron knows his local history. I love it. Don just gave a compliment to Bob and said, "Bob is a throb." There you go. Bob is an awesome dude. I love Bob a lot. Let's see. Aaron says, "Let's go." Yep. Rearing up for the Midway giveaway tonight. I have a ton of questions for the Midway giveaway because I couldn't determine which one I wanted to go with. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 that I kind of brainstormed earlier, and I have one that I think is really going to stump people, and it's a good one. So yes, and Misty just that was a response from Misty to David. And yes, David, Misty owns Classy Canine's Wiggle Rumps. Misty is asking, what are the stars? It's actually, I'm glad you asked. There's an icon here that you can click on, and it's a cool thing that Facebook has set up where you can purchase stars and send them to your favorite content creators that go live. So it's a live stream thing that Facebook actually sent up. You don't have to purchase stars if you don't want to, but it is a cool thing that Facebook set up for people who go live and do live stream videos like we do here Tuesdays and Saturdays from 7 to 8. Like again, there is an icon here. You click send stars, you have to purchase them. There's a sliver of the purchase price that goes to Facebook. The rest goes to the live content creators like Castro Valley News. So that's what stars are. And I'm going to Scouts Honor. I don't know how live long and prosper, how you do the Scouts Honor thing. The money goes to the live content creators. Michael is saying he's going to win the Midway giveaway tonight. All right, Michael. Michael, I love you. You're an awesome guy. Just Jean is asking, so you got dunked, Michael. Just Jean, Michael got dunked 12 times, and I regret that I couldn't be in Amador County to just see Mike, to hang out with Mike, and to dunk him at least once. Michael was doing a fundraiser for the local children's sports team, and there was a dunk tank that Michael was awesome enough to participate in, and he got dunked 12 times. So yeah, with that said, guys, let me get back to I never finished what I was where I was at with the Flock a Friend thing. For Castro Valley High softball team, go Trojans. If you go to the link, I'll ask our moderator to post that link again because I digressed. Castro Valley High softball. There's a form that you can fill out that you can flock a friend. There's a $20 suggested donation. You could also buy flamingo flocking insurance for $15 suggested donation that guarantees that no more flamingos will roost on your lawn. What they're doing is the flocking is actually a flock of flamingos, pink flamingos. It's super cool. They did this a couple years ago and it got a lot of attention. And it's a really cool fundraiser for Castro Valley. There you go. Moderator just posted up again, the Trojans softball support. There you go. But the link is on their Instagram page, so you can read all the information there. There is an order form that you can fill out and send to Castro Valley High School football, Castro Valley High softball flocking. Boy, oh boy, coming soon to a yard near you, or maybe yours too. It's super cool. It's a fun thing that you can make a donation, and then your neighbor can have their front yard flocked. It's a cool thing that raises money for Castro Valley High School softball. It's awesome. Bob says Castro Valley High softball number 15 in latest SF Chronicles softball rankings. Wow. That's remarkable. Go Trojan softball. John is in the house. Welcome to the show, John. So there you go. You've got the link for the Castro Valley High School softball flocking fundraiser. It's super cool. You can donate $20. It's a suggested donation, and you can have your neighbors flocked with the pink flamingos. I'll post this information up tomorrow or later tonight, possibly. It's just a sheet that gives the information for what the fundraiser is and how to have your neighbor flocked. I can think of someone that I might suggest to be flocked. Karen is in the house. Karen just sent 50 stars. Karen, I'm not sure if you're new to the show or not. Please let me know. I think Karen's new. Mark is in the house. Welcome to the show, Mark. Welcome. Mark, you're not late. You're on time for being awesome and being welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us, Mark. So getting back to the flock a friend thing, it just I just like saying flock a friend. Flock a friend. What the flock? Flock a friend order form. So for $20, Don says, can we flock Putin? I don't know. Can we? Karen, thank you for the 50 stars. Please, Karen, let me know if you're new to the show, because I love doing a collective welcome to the show. There you go. James, welcome to the show, James. James says the Grant Avenue Foundation is donating 10 cases of water and 10 cases of Gatorade to the Castro Valley softball team. There you go. And welcome to the show, James. I believe you are new. We've got 4 new people already. I love it. And welcome to the show, James. So yes, okay, Michael corrected me. Karen is not new. She was on Saturday's show, but thank you, Michael. You have a brain like a steel trap. But James is new. Guys, James is new to the show, so we need to say welcome to James. So yes, flock a friend, $20 suggested donation. Our moderator says, welcome, James, to the family. Kathy says, hello, Karen and James. Mark says, James, welcome. So Flamingo Flocking Insurance is $15. That guarantees no more flamingos will roost on your lawn this season. Don says, hi, James. Just Jean says, hi, James. Welcome. Bob says, welcome to our family, James. Eric says, hey, James. Ross says, welcome, James. Christy says, welcome to James and Karen. James just sent a heart emoji. Jean says, welcome, Karen. Michael says, James, welcome to CB News. So there you go. Karen says, yep, not new, but love your show. Karen, we love you too, and I am glad that you joined us again. So for $30 suggested donation, Flamingo Flocking Insurance and the Flock a Friend. There's also something you can order from their sheet for Castro Valley High softball. This is a hilarious idea, and I just want to donate and help a great group of girls. There you go. So apparently this is the Castro Valley High School girls softball team. There you go. And Dawn figured out the stars finally and sent 50. Dawn, thank you for the 50 stars. You are a gentleman and a scholar, and I appreciate you so much. And also, Dawn, I'm going to bring this up. When I was delivering the magazine last week, the Castro Valley News magazine, I had the pleasure, the utmost honor of a hug from Dawn. And let me give you some back history. I've known Dawn for probably over 10 years. So it wasn't like I just met Dawn and gave him a hug. I am not promiscuous with my hugs. But I love me some Dawn. Dawn is awesome. I have a couple minutes. I want to mention some awesome shout outs to the people who sponsored our magazine. Janella Anguiano, Century 21 Real Estate on Redwood Road. I want to give a huge shout out to, yes, Don said it was an embrace. It was a expression of love and respect between Don and I. And Gaurav Bobby Kalra, he's an attorney. He is based in Pasadena. He has an office here in San Ramon. Big shout out to Castro Valley Sanitary District. Thank you so much. Huge shout out to UCSF Benioff Children's Hospital, who purchased a huge full page ad in support of Pete's Ace Hardware, who are the #1 Children's Miracle Network fundraiser in the nation. Also, huge shout out to Evolve Real Estate, Leslie Peterson team. They are right here. They are located on Center Street, a few doors down from Pizza Express. Shout out to BJ at Pizza Express. Also, a huge thank you to Maggie Castillo, AAG. She is your reverse mortgage professional right here with AAG. There's a glare, so I want to make sure I do this correctly. Also, another wonderful full page advertiser in our magazine Castro Valley News. There might be some around town. Christy Pichotte, she is based in Pleasanton, but she handles huge estates and ranches here in Castro Valley. Thank you, Christy Pichotte. Christy Pichotte has supported the magazine for a long time. So this is the newest Castro Valley News magazine. This one lost its essence, darn it. But we do these quarterly, sometimes more frequent. There's still, I think, there might be some around town. There were a couple spots that I visited today. They are gone. So yes, and Misty is asking again how to send stars. There's a star icon on the right, on the bottom right, depending on which is your right. All you have to do is click on the icon. It will ask you how many stars you would like to send. You have to purchase the stars. I think it's through a credit card or PayPal. And then those stars go to your favorite content creator, which I hope is Castro Valley News. And Scout's Honor, I am not... There you go. Christy says, click on the star next to the comment blob. Click get stars in the blue blob. There you go. Thank you, Christy. You said it so much more succinctly than I could. Succinctly is our $2 word for the night. Succinct. It's a fancy word. I love it. Good evening, Karen. Welcome to the show. Misty, you don't have to send stars, but if you did, we appreciate it. Nobody has to send stars. I love everyone just the same, but if you want to send stars, that is totally awesome too. There is an icon here where you can send stars. It costs a couple bucks and it goes to us. There is a smidge of your purchase price that goes to Meta, Facebook, but you can imagine, of course, they're going to get, their teeny tiny piece of the pie. Karen, I am glad you joined us. I glossed over my welcome to you, and I appreciate that you joined us again. Thank you so much, Karen. You are an awesome person. There you go. Our moderator just posted the $2 word of the night, succinct. There's a Google definition to that. Michael says, Roberto, you are a great friend. Michael, you are a great friend. Michael, you have always been an awesome friend to me, dating back to when I was with the forum. Remember, Michael, when I was with the Castro Valley forum and I would find you and I would beg you to be in the question of the week? Oh boy, guys, can I delay the Midway giveaway for a second? And I hope this doesn't sound like I'm talking trash. But when I was with the forum, actually, even before that, when I was with the San Leandro Times, I was the guy who did the question of the week. And I'm going to tell you this, and I think I mentioned this before. Yeah, everybody is. Bob says Midway time. My mom said get to the Midway giveaway. So I'm late. I'll tell you that story about the question of the week later. But without further ado, I have, and Mom's going to love this. Mom's going to love this because Mama's going to love this because the Midway giveaway is associated with the magazine. So I'm tying two things together. And every time I do this, I feel fancy when I tie the Midway giveaway question up with something that is an actual topic. John says, hello, Mom. Hi, Mom. That's from me and from John. We love you. I love you. Bob says, do a show question of the week. I'm on it, Bob. So tonight's Midway giveaway is, and this is, I love this. I love doing this, and it probably annoys two people, probably maybe even more. But these, that's quality right there. I love this. I love this card. And I love this shop. I love the store. Pete's Ace Hardware. Mark says hello to Mom. Hi, Mom. I love you. $20 to Pete's Ace Hardware is the Midway giveaway prize tonight. Misty says hi, Mom. There you go. So tonight's Midway giveaway question. This is I dug into the history books for this one. And I'll give you the rules to the Midway giveaway. $20. I'm just looking at the text from my mom. My mom says, question, please. $20. Michael says, hi, Roberto's mom. Your son is goofy. She knows that already. She knows that already. Don is asking, is laptop and phone different for stars? That's actually a good question. I don't have an answer for that because, and I don't watch the live stream. There you go. Our moderator knows that. No, the answer to that is no. So Midway giveaway, which I'm 6 minutes late, and I apologize to my mom and Bob for that. Sorry, guys. $20 to Pete's Ace Hardware. Michael, I'm even more goofy because I did that. Midway giveaway. The first person to Bob says, listen to your mother, Roberto. My mom's going to say, good luck. $20 to Pete's Ace Hardware. Midway giveaway. So the first person to text 510-331-9112 or post their answer in the comments, that first person to provide the first correct answer, the first person to, I said first like twice there, the first person to provide the correct answer via text or in the comments wins $20 from Pete's Ace Hardware. And before I even get to that, the Midway giveaway is going to be a little bit more delayed because I need to take a few seconds to thank our sponsor. Tonight's sponsor for the Midway giveaway is none other than Forester.org. They are a local nonprofit with the mission to reforest urban communities, and you can learn more about all of the wonderful things that they do in our community at Forester.org. That is Forester.org. They are Castro Valley based. They are a nonprofit owned and operated, not owned, they are operated by Castro Valley residents who just want to clean and green Castro Valley. They are the people who do the seedling and plant giveaways. They do the trash pickups at the on and off ramps at the freeways. They do the seed library at the Castro Valley Library. Gosh, Forester.org, killing it. They're killing it. It looks like Don's stream is freezing. I apologize for that. It looks like Facebook might be doing that bandwidth thing to live streams that are over 30 minutes. I apologize for that. So $20 to Pete's Ace Hardware is the Midway giveaway prize tonight. And again, the question is associated with our magazine. Wow. Don's got an answer to the question already. The answer is 10 pages. Are you psychic, Don? How did you read my mind? Don won. No, he didn't. That's not even the question. So the first person to text 510-331-9112 or post the answer in the comments, the correct answer posted by that person is the winner. I'm 9 minutes late. I apologize. Tonight's question is... Don's just throwing all sorts of... Michael says he loves his shirt from Forester.org. There you go. The free... the Midway giveaway prize was a shirt from Forester some time ago. So I am glad you love your shirt, Michael. I apologize it took a minute to get to you, but it's personalized, so you know it had to have magic dust sprinkled on it, and it was a specialized gift. So with that said, I'm 9 minutes late, and I apologize. The Midway giveaway, the first person to text 510-331-9112 or post in the thread here who was on the cover of our first Castro Valley News magazine. I think I'm going to stump you guys with this one. One more time, 510-331-9112 or post your answer in the thread. Who was on the cover of our very first magazine in, years ago? Don is guessing Ricky, not correct. Bob is guessing Chef Igor, not correct. Ross is guessing Tony G, incorrect. Don is guessing Cliff, incorrect. This is probably too difficult. Someone guessed Mr. Don Castro. Not correct. Aaron is guessing Fred Zender. No. Yeah, that's sad. Just seeing Fred's name makes me sad. Kathy says Pete's Hardware. No. I'll give you guys a clue. It was a business. Technically, David is correct. He said the answer is not me, but that's not the correct answer. Michael is guessing it was Dawn on page 1. No. Don is guessing Daughtry. No. Rick, welcome to the show. Rick, I'm glad you joined us. Rick was guessing Val's. No. Mark is guessing the Ice Creamery. No. It was a business. No. Our moderator is just giving a huge clue. I'm not going to say it. Bob is guessing Del Cafe owner. No. Don says Daughtry, not correct. John is guessing Crush Comics. No. Paulette also guessed Del Cafe. No. It was a business owner of a new business. Rick is guessing Doug's. No. Paulette is guessing Aaron's. Not correct. Misty is guessing Don Jose. No. Casey, welcome to the show. We got another new person here. Casey is new. Casie. All right. Good guess, Casey, but not correct. Casey guessed Rigatoni's. No. Christy is guessing Castro Valley Forum. No. Tiffany is guessing JD's. No. Rick is telling Paulette that he is going to win. Cali Life is guessing Safeway. No. Paulette is guessing Pedro Pampas Cafe. No. Bob says hello, Casey. Someone guessed the sandwich shop in Lucky's. Oh, that was Tom and Tina's. No, not correct. Don guesses Chamber of Commerce. I stumped you guys. Wow. I know my mom knows. My mom knows, and our moderator knows, and I know. Bob is guessing Eden Hospital. Not correct. John is guessing Al's Market. Casey is guessing Pete's. Nobody's got it yet. Misty is guessing Petrini's. That's kind of close. That's kind of close. Paulette is guessing Portales. Kathy says hello, Casey. Everyone's giving a shout out to Casey because Casey is new. Paulette is guessing Rosa. Someone guessed Mugs. No. Rick is guessing Luca. Not correct. Misty is guessing the pizza guy. Don is guessing Rudy's. David is, Michael says bagels. That could be Big Apple bagels, but no. Yes, Paulette is welcoming Casey. Casey is guessing Nations. No. Rick is guessing Crayons. No. Bob is guessing CB Farmers Market. No. Moderator is asking if they should share the link to the edition on the news website. First person there wins. We have a guest that's close. A texter just guessed close. Someone is guessing Bodhi's Java. No. I don't know. Guys, I need to give it to you. You need to make the call on this. If someone is mentioning the former business name of that location, should I give it to them? A lot of people are guessing Paisanos. No. Tony was on one of the... you know what? Yes, Christy got it. Congratulations, Christy. Yeah! Right on, Christy, you won. The correct answer was the Lake Chabot Marketplace, and it was Hans Cho who redid the Lake Chabot. Oh, I disturbed Hank. I'm sorry, friend. Right on, Christy. I need your address. Congratulations. So the person who was on our very first magazine was Hans, who was the gentleman who revitalized the Lake Chabot Public Market, which was I think it was Handy Annie, you name it. But Christy, congratulations. You need to text me your address, and I will send you this wonderful $20 gift certificate to Pete's Ace Hardware. Congratulations, Christy. Christy got it. Cali Life says congratulations to you, Christy. One more time, Christy, please text me your address, 510-331-9112, or message me, whichever is easiest for you, and I will get this gift card to you. And Misty said that was fun. Yes, the Midway giveaway is a blast. Thank you, Christy. She will send me a direct message. You're welcome, Christy. I'm glad you joined us, and I'm glad you won. Yes. Oh, wow. Our first edition was November 2013. Mind blowing. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hank is in the house. Look at this. Look at this handsomeness right here. I'm gonna stop and look at you. Hey, dude. Hank is stealing the show. Sorry. Not sorry. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. So we did the softball thing. We did the Midway thing. There you go. Everyone's saying hello to Hank. Hey, baby. John says hello, Hank. So does Mark. So does Don. Yeah, there you go. Bob says, nice shout out to just about every Castro Valley business during tonight's giveaway. That's one of the things that I love so much about this show, is that we have the opportunity to give shout outs to so many businesses like Pete's Ace Hardware. Christy says Hank is the star of the show and security guard. Yes, he is. He's on the couch over here looking at me. Hi. Hi, friend. I love you. Such a sweet little man. Ross says, shout out to Hank. So yes, one of the many things that I love about this show is it allows us to give so many shout outs to local businesses. It allows me to go purchase gift cards from local businesses such as Pete's Ace Hardware and yes, businesses. Kathy says, let's talk about the Academy Awards. Kathy, definitely, I want to discuss that in a second, but I want to first give Mom's critiques. Every episode, James says, hello, Glenn. Welcome to the show, James. So on every episode, we do something called Mom's Critiques. Randall says the Castro Valley Rally for Ukraine raised over $900. Ukrainian Igor Treglub has informed us that the money is being used to purchase bulletproof vests. Thanks to Castro Valley folks. There you go. There was a rally for Ukraine this past Saturday. We shared some photos of it, and that's awesome. They raised $900 to purchase bulletproof vests that I assume will be sent to Ukraine. That is awesome. Thank you for the information, Randall. So, Don is saying that someone is listening named Glenn. Glenn, welcome to the show. Shout out to Glenn. So every episode, I get some critiques from my mom on past episodes. So here are some critiques from my mom. Hi, Mom. I love you. From Saturday's show, Mom said the audience should complain to Facebook about the stream freezing, which apparently has happened tonight. It apparently is that Facebook does something different with the bandwidth or the algorithm for shows that are live over 30 minutes, which seems silly to me. You would want shows to go longer than 30 minutes on Facebook. Christy says, welcome, Glenn. Dawn is saying hello to Mom. Hi again, Mom. I love you. And also, Mom's other critique from Saturday's show. She's happy to hear about businesses getting new customers from exposure on the show. Like I mentioned during the last episode, Restore and Rework, Micaiah, if you're listening, Micaiah, hi. When I delivered the magazine last week, Micaiah said that she gets a lot of references from people who have heard about her from the show. That, guys, that makes me feel so warm and fuzzy and amazing that just mentioning them, businesses, on the show and just doing shout outs can help fellow business owners. That's one of the biggest things that I would like to do. That's one of the goals of the show, is to promote local businesses and promote them any way that I can. In any way. There you go. And let's send them even more love. And our moderator just posted up the link to Restore and Rework. They are a vintage store. They are located behind One Bad Apple Records on Castro Valley Boulevard. And One Bad Apple Records is located across the street from Pizza Ace Hardware. John says, if you have streaming issues, I pause and hit play and it works great. You're just 5 seconds off. There you go. Hit pause and hit play again, and then you might be 5 seconds behind, and it works great. There you go. So those are Mom's critiques. And thank you so much, John, for that tip. I'm going to definitely mention that to people in the future when they are having live stream issues. Yes. We have just a few more minutes left, and that's actually good because I don't want to get into this topic and get super, super hot. It's the thing that everyone seems to be talking about. It's definitely topic A when it comes to the news. I mean, it's one of the biggest topics that are happening out there, and I definitely want to hear what you guys think about this. But I'm going to mention to you the thing at the awards, the whole thing with I don't even want to say his name because but I got it. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock for saying something, and yes, I'm gonna preface this with my honest feelings. It is, if you're making fun of someone's health issues, it's not cool. It's bullying. It's in poor taste. It's tacky. It was an awards show. Chris Rock is a comedian. He's doing his thing. I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone making fun of anyone for a health issue or their appearance or what have you in that context. But I'm going to tell you this my gut, as soon as I saw that, and I don't watch TV. A number of my friends send me links to it and said, "Did you see this?" So I watched it. My gut reaction to any man slapping another man because he said something about his wife. There's a thing called toxic masculinity, and that's exactly my first thought. And in this day and age, the other thing, my second thought immediately was, there are so many kids, there's so many young boys who probably look up to Will Smith and see this and think, oh, well, that's acceptable behavior. To someone talking trash about my girlfriend, I need to physically assault them. I think I almost started shouting, and I can't do that because it stirs such emotion in me, that toxic masculinity thing. Um, we need less of it. We need less anger. I think, to be honest with you, I think what would have said more from Will Smith, and I know when your temper is at this level and you're boiling inside, it's tough to compose yourself. It's tough to keep control. And my offline conversation with Don said this, and our moderator just posted up some information when it comes to toxic masculinity. It's a thing. It's a disease. It's a sickness. It's horrible. I mean, guys, you don't have to wig out and be violent and do crazy stuff. It's okay to talk about your feelings and your emotions. It's okay to not completely wig out and just go to violence immediately. Go to whatever. Bob says, too bad there are other ways to handle it than being a jerk before 25 million people. I liked his movie and his performance, but I doubt I will spend money on his work in the future. I'm right there with you, Bob. Don said this. Don said, what would have spoken more volumes is if Will Smith had stood up and left. And I think that would have been even more impactful if Will Smith just stood up and said, dude, that's not cool, I'm out, and left. Just Jean says, I honestly was aware that Jada had a medical issue. I honestly, women cut their hair and I thought she looked beautiful. Will was wrong, but he originally laughed and looked at Jada, then reacted. I don't think Chris did it to hurt Jada or Will. Schnickolas is in the house. Thank you for the 50 stars, Schnickolas. I appreciate it. So yeah, that was my gut reaction, and I know there's been it's been talked about ad nauseum since it happened. That goes really across the board when it comes to conflicts of any type. I'm gonna tell you, if someone says something off color to my girlfriend, I'm not gonna walk up to him and hit him. I'm gonna probably walk away. I'm gonna try to diffuse the situation without physical violence. It's a different situation if someone puts their hand on me or my girlfriend. Hey, you know what? That's a different story. Mark says Jada is a full-grown woman and has hundreds of millions of dollars. She doesn't need Will to stand up for her. I think Jada's reaction was the appropriate one. She sat there and she rolled her eyes. That was disapproval. I think, honestly, had Will Smith just said what he said after he slapped him, I think that would have spoke volumes as well. And I can't say what he said because there's an expletive. He said very directly, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. That does it right there. And he said it sternly. He said it like a man. He said it directly. I think that right there would have done it. And it's tough because Michael is saying ace for Dodgers too. Kathy says it was such a bad example. There are tons of kids who look up to that and that person, and I think there needs to be better positive examples coming from men who can. Just Jean says lost the feed at 57:11 to freezing. Just Jean, darn it. John says he pauses it and then plays it. He pauses it for a minute and then presses play, and then the freezing stops. So Just Jean, press pause, wait a little bit, and then press play, and then hopefully the stream will resume. I can say that I am a little bit grateful that it happened because it brings up the topic of conversation of toxic masculinity. I think it needs to be discussed more. I think men can be men without being violent or irrational or completely abusive to other men, to other women, I mean, people just need to chill, because I just think as human beings we can do better. Dawn, like I said it perfectly. Had Will Smith just stood up and said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, and left, that would have spoke volumes, I think. But I get, because I'm gonna be, Bob says toxic masculinity, see Putin. I'm gonna be completely open and frank with you. I've had temper, anger problems myself, and it's tough. It's tough to get a grip on. It still gets to me from time to time, and I know what that's like. It's not an easy thing. It's like a bolt of lightning when you're in the moment and your temper is just like a bolt of lightning. It's tough. I hope that Will Smith can learn from this and grow from this. I think also I hope the conversation about toxic masculinity spreads even further. I hope more people bring it up. I hope more people explore it. I hope more people explain what it means to them, their experiences with it. There is good in that it's, it's brought up a conversation of that experience. And Christy says, gosh, your positive wisdom, it's always been super nice to hear. Thank you, Christy. It's always been super nice to hear from you as well. It's tough. It's tough, because I've been there, and I've known what it's like to be in that situation where you lose control and you. I've never hit anyone else. I've broken my stuff. John, good evening. John's got to go. Be safe, everyone. See something, say something. Thank you, John. I know how tough it is when you're in that moment and your temper gets the best of you and you break something or you throw something or you do something that you regret later. I have never hit other people out of anger. Thank goodness. Knock on wood. But again, the silver lining here is that we can have it brings it brings to mind a topic that I hope gets discussed more, and that is toxic masculinity. And yes. With that said, guys, that is the show. As Bob would say, we definitely went into overtime. I can go in further into overtime if you guys want to discuss your thoughts on this even more. Just Jean says, yes, brings up awareness because violence knows no boundaries. This is a chance for change. Beautiful, beautiful sentiment. The very last thing that came to my mind, Bob says, I have a friend who I refuse to let drive because he needs a need to correct other drivers he thinks are driving poorly. It's not worth taking the chance. I agree. The whole toxic masculinity thing goes into road rage, which is a real thing I have seen on the road so many times. I'll share a quick story with you to end the show. I drive slow. I don't drive fast because I have a big old car, so I'm not driving fast. I'm usually driving a little bit slower. I think I mentioned this before. I was driving down the boulevard, and this guy was just flying behind me, went around me, and he gave me what I would say is the Portuguese one-finger salute. And I was just like, sorry, dude, I'm sorry, I'm just driving slow. And then, of course, it was, hey, you effing this and this, that. So he ended up, and this is the irony of sometimes road rage, we ended up at the red light at the very same spot. And I looked, and I shouldn't have looked, but he's blah, 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 this whole thing. And I was like, dude, do you need a hug? And he just started laughing, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not going as fast as you like. I just, it's an old car. I'm not doing that. And he said, I'm sorry I had have a bad day. And I'm like, I hope it gets better. With that said, that's been an hour and 4 minutes. Let's just be kind to each other. And I know it's difficult at times because there are times we get super, super aggravated with each other. And we're all human. My dad said this as well. My pencils have erasers too, so we all make mistakes. Guys, you've been great. We do the show Tuesdays and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Some shows are better than others. This has been an awesome show. They are all awesome. This one has been wonderful. Juliana is in the house. Welcome back. Juliana is not new, but Juliana is welcome back because it's been a minute. Juliana just sent 50 stars. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for my patience and my stammering and my stumbling. Again, just be kind to each other. We're all in this game together. We may be wearing different jerseys, but we're on the same team. Bob says there was a huge fight at the Shark Tank last month. One of the main combatants was a lady, but still alcohol involved. You know, when you drink that bottle of man or bottle of woman, things go wild. So, again, guys, thank you guys for joining us on the show. We do this Tuesdays and Saturdays, 7 to 8 p.m. And thank you, Mark. As always, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. I will see you guys Saturday night at 7. Thank you for being awesome. Take care.